Jai Hind. In this part of video, we'll be discussing about CDS2 2019 paper, Set B English paper. So let us start directly. First was spelling. We need to find out which out of the four alternative are the correct spelling given. Let me check first. All right. Uh, all right. So the first answer for this is accommodate. We have double C and double M in accommodate. This is the right answer. Let me erase this one. All right. देन recommend. Recommend होना है तो recommend का स्पेलिंग पता होना चाहिए. RECO होता है बस. END. recommend में डबल एम होता है. accommodate में डबल सी एंड डबल एम होता है. देन वी हैव आर्ग्यूमेंट. आर्ग्यूमेंट का हमारा राइट आंसर विल बी आर. आर्ग्यू में ARGUE होता है पर आर्ग्यूमेंट में ई नहीं होता. यू मस्ट रिमेंबर लाइक दिस. फोर्थ का है डिसिसिव. डिसिसिव का है DECI और SIVE से एंड होता है. SIVE. देन एग्रेसिव. एग्रेसिव में डबल G एंड डबल S कम्स. असैसिनेशन सबसे बड़ा वर्ड है जिसमें ट्वाइस ऐश आता है. यू कैन रिमेंबर लाइक दिस. डबल A, double S, assassination. Embarrassment. Embarrassment में D will be the right answer because इसमें डबल R एंड डबल S आता है. Embarrassment. यू माइट थिंक दैट एक आर आता है पर ऐसा नहीं है. EMBARRASSMENT. एम्बेरसमेंट. नाउ इडियम्स एंड फ्रेजेस. डर्ट चीप मतलब एक्सट्रीमली चीप, जो बहुत ही ज्यादा सस्ता होता है. श्रिंकिंग वॉयलेट इज अ शाई पर्सन को श्रिंकिंग वॉयलेट बोलते हैं, जो बहुत ही शाई हो. गॉर्डियन नॉट इज अ डिफिकल्ट प्रॉब्लम. ऐसे नॉट, गार्डियन नॉट बांधना बहुत मुश्किल होता है तो उसको बोलते हैं डिफिकल्ट प्रॉब्लम. तो वहां से इडियम आया ये. फॉल इन द हीप मतलब टू लूज कंट्रोल ऑफ वंस ओन फीलिंग. अपने फीलिंग्स को कंट्रोल ना कर पाना, अपने इमोशंस को कंट्रोल ना कर पाना, उसी को कहते हैं टू लूज कंट्रोल ऑफ वंस ओन फीलिंग. फॉल इन द हीप. फॉल इन अ हीप. हैव अ कनेप्शन फिट. कनेप्शन फिट मतलब होता है वेरी एंग्री. व्हेन यू आर वेरी एंग्री. और उसका ऑपोजिट होता है बी इन अ सेवन हैंड में वेरी एक्सट्रीमली हैप्पी. happy or angry. Conniption fit. Fall in a heap to lose control of one's own feelings. Now hand in a glove मतलब working together. एक साथ काम करने को वर्किंग टुगेदर को ही हैंड इन ग्लव बोलते हैं, कि एक साथ हम काम करेंगे. हैंड इन ग्लव, वर्किंग टुगेदर, एक साथ काम करना. द निप इन द बर्ड इट्स टू प्रिवेंट अ स्मॉल प्रॉब्लम बिफोर इट बिकम्स सीवियर. पहले बर्ड, जब तक बर्ड है तभी उसको डिस्ट्रॉय कर दो, प्रिवेंट कर दो स्मॉल प्रॉब्लम्स. लाइक अ सैग ऑन अ रॉक कंप्लीटली अलोन. पर्ल ऑफ विजडम मतलब अपने इंपॉर्टेंट पीस ऑफ एडवाइस दीजिए. पर्ल ऑफ विजडम. विजडम अपने विजडम, अपने दिमाग, इंटेलिजेंस का थोड़ा सा पर्ल, उसके थोड़ा भाग दीजिए. इंपॉर्टेंट पीस ऑफ एडवाइस आप दीजिए. इंपॉर्टेंट पीस ऑफ एडवाइस. देन the founder of Indian Republic had a they had a far-sightedness and the courage to commit. This is close comprehension that we have started. Comprehension may you just start reading, you will get to know what is the right answer. This just go with the flow. The founder of the Indian Republic had the far-sightedness and the courage to commit themselves uh, to two major themselves to two major innovations of historical significance in the nation building and social engineering. First to build, पहला क्या था? First to build a democratic and civil liberalization libertarian society among the illiterate people, and the second to undertake economic development which was within a democratic political structure. Hitherto, hitherto is in all societies in which or an economic takeoff or an early industrial and agricultural breakthrough had occurred, effective democracy, and especially from the working people, had been extremely limited. On the other hand, from the beginning, पहले बिगिनिंग से ही इंडिया हैज कमिटेड टू अ डेमोक्रेटिक. डेमोक्रेसी के साथ ए आर्टिकल लगता है. डेमोक्रेटिक, सिविल एंड लिबरेरियन political orders and a representative system of government uh, based on what? Based on free and fair election to be conducted on the basis of the universal adult franchise. So this was all about elections and how the voting system will go ahead. Next, comprehension 2. The same thing you have to do in this also. Ecology, ecology is a, in a very simple term, is a science that studies the independent studies, जो स्टडी करता है किसको, that studies the independent mutual reactive and interconnected relationship between किसके बीच में, between the organism and their physical environment on the one hand, and among the organism on the other through through the term ecology has was first coined and used by the German biologist Ernst Haeckel in the 1896. A few conceptual terms have been already proposed to reveal the relationship between the organisms and their environment. For example, the French zoologist I.G. Hillary used the term ethology for, this term was used for the study of the relationship of the of के साथ कौन सा organism, of the organism within the family and society in the aggregate, and in the community. British naturalist Saint George Jackson Mivart proposed the term hexecology with this regard to the study of relationship of living creatures to other organism. Relationship within नहीं होगा, relationship of किसका relations of relationship नहीं है, या ध्यान से देखो, study of the relations of living creatures to other organisms and their environment as regards the nature of the locality they frequent, the temperature and the amount of light which suits them, and their relations to the other organisms as enemies, rivals, or accidental and evolutionary benefactors. So this was one of the these were the two uh, comprehension that we came across. Next, moving ahead to the synonyms. Synonyms are the words which have the similar meaning. All right, the properties of the families have been impounded. Impounded का होता है confiscated by the order of the court. सारे एक फैमिली का प्रॉपर्टी सारा कोर्ट ने ले लिया है, कॉन्फेस्टिकेट, impounded by the order of the court. कोर्ट के ऑर्डर पे पूरी प्रॉपर्टी ले लिया, कॉन्फेस्टिकेटेड. impounded का होगा confiscated. impugn मतलब किसी को चैलेंज करना, द ऑफिसर इन चार्ज ऑफ द ऑपरेशन हैज बिन challenged for the excesses. उसे चैलेंज किया जाए. एपग्ड मतलब इनपग्ड, इनपग्ड मतलब होता है चैलेंज करना, चैलेंज्ड. ऑलराइट, then we have cognitivist and linguistic. Let me increase the font for you guys. All right. Cognitivists and linguists believe that every child is born in innate qualities. मतलब उसके अंदर एक innate intrinsic अंदर ही एक क्वालिटी होती है. It was obligatory, compulsory, ये क्वेश्चन आया है बहुत बार. Betrayal, treachery होता है किसी को betrayal करना, मतलब उसके घात करना. What do we say? Betrayal of our nation, betrayal of the loyalty of our country. ठीक है. All right. However, if it must decide, then it should do so on the narrowest मतलब smallest, narrow एकदम छोटा सा, narrowest, smallest. Then this is akin मतलब होता है similar. Akin मतलब होता है similar. Attributed, ascribed. Then informed. The exemption granted to the state institution for acquiring मतलब obtaining, getting, desired, जो तुम्हें wish for, जो desire तुम्हारा desire है उसके लिए, तो desired का होगा wish for. We are not dealing with the ordering of the sentences. We'll skip this part and directly move ahead towards our parts of speech. All right, we'll move ahead towards parts of speech. Rita eats खा रही है, खाती है, verb. This is a verb. Now abruptly ended abruptly. Ended मतलब ये end होना verb होता है, उसके बारे में बता रहा है adverb. In is a preposition. I will meet you in the third week of the August. So in is showing which is the, so in is a preposition. Jasmine and rose. So it is an conjunction. It is connecting two words. Hooray is an interjection, as everyone know. She truthfully answered. कैसे आंसर किया? आंसर इज अ वर्ब. ट्रूथफुली आंसर किया, एडवर्ब हो जाएगा. मीनिंगलेस, राइट्स मीनिंगलेस लेटर्स. लेटर कैसे लिखती है? शी राइट्स का नहीं बताया है इसमें, लेटर कैसा है, लेटर मीनिंगलेस है, सो दिस इज इन एडजेक्टिव. देन वी हैव सीक्रेटली हिमसेल्फ, हिमसेल्फ इज अ प्रोनाउन. देन थ्रू, थ्रू द फॉरेस्ट, थ्रू इज अ प्रिपोजिशन, कहाँ से, फॉरेस्ट के अंदर. द चिल्ड्रन वर वॉकिंग थ्रू द फॉरेस्ट, सो थ्रू इज अ प्रिपोजिशन. स्लोली, स्लोली वॉक करना, तो दिस इज एन एडवर्ब. वॉक का बता रहा है उसकी प्रॉपर्टी, दैट इज स्लोली दे आर वॉकिंग. एंटोनिम्स, एंटोनिम उसका ब्यूटी, ब्यूटी उसकी खूबसूरती होता है, उसका उल्टा होगा इन एलिगेंस. ऑलराइट. चार्म, अलर्ट, आइडियल, ये सब सिनोनिम्स है. सबका एक ही पॉजिटिव मीनिंग होता है, इन एलिगेंस का ही नेगेटिव है वर्ड. वल्नरेबल, reading details about the suicide cases can push vulnerable people taking extreme steps. Vulnerable का होता है impervious, impervious steps. Impervious, this question was repeated in the daunting encouraging. Daunting का encouraging opposite होता है. Standing before a judge in a courtroom can be daunting for everyone. बहुत ही डिफिकल्ट टास्क हो सकता है, तो उसका daunting का encouraging हो जाएगा opposite, encouraging task. Reading detail about the suicide cases can push vulnerable people, vulnerable people का impervious people हो जाएगा उसका opposite, vulnerable people taking extreme cases. तो सुसाइड केसेस को पढ़ के जो vulnerable people होते हैं वो एक्सट्रीम स्टेप्स, वो कैसे कैसे स्टेप्स ले सकते हैं vulnerable people, तो vulnerable का उल्टा होगा impervious. impervious नहीं होगा, impervious होगा. नेक्स्ट, intimidation, support. Intimidation is support. He has been facing a kind of intimidation by his friends. Support from his friends, support होगा इसका. Constrained मतलब भी support होता है. There are many factors that constrains the philosophy, supports the philosophy of job enrichment in the practice. People look for plausible remedies. Unthinkable, plausible का उल्टा होगा. देखो, constrain, we are dealing with the antonyms, so intimidation का उल्टा होगा support. Constraints, the constraint का उल्टा होगा support. Okay, it's not the meaning but opposite meaning. Plausible remedies, पीपल लुक फॉर प्लॉसिबल, ऐसे रेमेडीज जिस जो पॉसिबल हो, तो पॉसिबल का अनथिंकेबल विल बी द राइट आंसर, प्लॉसिबल. ओके. प्लेंटिव नोट, gleeful. The departing speech of the chairperson ended with a plaintive note, ordinary, very good note, ended with a plaintive note, and the opposite with the gleeful. Gleeful is very bad note. All right, gleeful मतलब ही होता है sad note, glee मतलब sad. Discord, डिस्कॉर्ड का एकॉर्ड होता है, डिस्कॉर्ड जो खेलते हो तुम लोग वो नहीं है. द मेंबर्स हैव टेकन unanimous decision to discard some of the rulings of the managing committee on the problems relating to maintenance. discard करना, तो accord will be the right answer. Insolent nature, insolent का होगा respectful, opposite of insolent. The insolent nature of the speaker had provoked the members of the house and this led to a pandemonium. Insolent nature का respectful होगा. Incessant rains, incessant का होगा sporadic. uh, Incessant rain has resulted in the failures of the crop during this year season. जो थोड़े थोड़े रेन होते हैं, incessant रेन, और जो रेन होना बंद ही हो गया, बारिश होना. incessant रेन. स्पोराडिक मतलब खूब रेन, बहुत सारा होना, रेन, बारिश होना. Ordering of the sentences, will skip this part also. Spotting errors, let us move ahead towards spotting errors. So the first question, experience has shown that that the answer will be D here. In human society, in the human society होना चाहिए, in the human society innumerable problems. Next is the D answer will be correct because and consumed all its product. A closed economy is identified as the human community which produces all it consumes and consumes all it produces. Consumes होना चाहिए, consumed नहीं. Iron is the most useful against all the among all the metal. Of useful of all the metals भी बोल सकते हैं. मुंबई इज द लार्जेस्ट, कॉटन इज द लार्जेस्ट. लार्जेस्ट के आगे हमेशा द लगाते हैं, तो यहाँ पर लार्जेस्ट के आगे द लगाना पड़ेगा. जब कंपैरिजन या फिर सुपरलेटिव डिग्री के आगे हम द लगाते ही हैं. 93, while every care have been taken, have नहीं has होना चाहिए, has been taken, my sister and me, my sister and I होना चाहिए यहाँ पर, despite the thrill of winning, despite the thrill of win, thrill of winning नहीं होगा, thrill of win होगा. Then children are not allowed to use swimming pool unless they are with an adult. So there is no error in this. Read carefully. There is no error. The children are not allowed to use the swimming pool unless they are with an adult. Okay. Next, her knowledge of Indian languages are far beyond the common. Languages is far beyond the common, are far beyond नहीं होना चाहिए, is far beyond the common. The care as well as love of a father were missing in her life. There is no error in this. The care as well as the love of the father were missing in her life. The care and love was missing in her were missing in her life, as well as the love of a father were missing in her life. I think was can be the true, was missing in her life. But check, I think no error is there in this sentence. You look as if you have run. You have run. You have run nahi hoga. The real voyage of discovery consists not in consists होना चाहिए, s लगाना चाहिए. फिर no struggle can ever succeeded नहीं होता है, succeed will be the past tense of success. Education is the passport to the future. For tomorrow belongs होना चाहिए. This is one of the sentence that we read every day. This is a quotation. Education is the passport to the future. For tomorrow belongs to those who prepare for it today. there come there comes a time there come a time नहीं होना चाहिए, there comes a time when you have to choose between the run turning the page and closing the book. Next is our comprehension. Will not go through the comprehension. uh, all right. Comprehension you can directly customized mean adapted होना चाहिए. Customized question, you have to read this sentence, this passage, and then identify what is the answer of this question. Comprehension. We'll leave this part further today, and if you have any doubts or queries, or if I ever made any mistake in this part of the video, any video, you can comment down and help me notify, and I can correct those errors if I get to know. Thank you.